Hello from Canada. Thank you for the opportunity to share my views on this important issue of recruitment and retention of women experts in the nuclear energy sector. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Rumina Velshi, and I have served as President and CEO of Canada's nuclear regulator, the Canadian Nuclear Safety Commission, since 2018. But 40 years ago, I was one of our country's first female nuclear energy workers and one of the first women to perform radioactive work in Canada. I've been in and around this industry for over 4 decades. It wasn't easy at the beginning. And much to my frustration, it's still a sector that is not top of mind for enough up-and-coming young women. I'm sure the members of today's panel will share the rather grim statistics about the presence of women in the nuclear workforce, especially at the executive level. For my part, I will simply add that even here in Canada, where we like to think of ourselves as dedicated to equality of opportunity, women make up only about 20% of our country's nuclear workforce. To be candid, I thought we'd be much further along as a country by now and as a global community. But it's never too late, and conferences like this are a good place to renew our commitment to attracting more women to the nuclear sector. In my brief time with you today, I would like to highlight 4 key areas where we need to take meaningful action. Each of them depends on our willingness to be proactive. First, we must be proactive as a society in encouraging more girls to pursue an education in the STEM fields. I realize that's a long-term contribution to the challenges we face, but it's also an essential element of any potential progress. More women in STEM means more women who may choose the nuclear sector as a career path. Along with others, I've reached out to policymakers here in Canada and emphasized the importance of doing more to guide young women toward rewarding careers in STEM. Second, we must be proactive in recruiting more women. That means casting our net wider. It means removing gender-coded language from job postings and putting in place blind hiring practices so we can judge talent and qualifications without unconscious bias. Third, we must be proactive in supporting women in the workplace. How? Through mentoring, which helps pave the way for career achievement and advancement. And by building a workplace in which becoming pregnant and raising a family does not halt career momentum. Fourth, and finally, we must be proactive in embracing best practices in recruitment, in retention, in mentoring, and in supporting women. A few best practices of our own here at the CNSC. One, we have a flexibility-first approach to hybrid work because adapting to new ways of working is a key element of attracting top talent. 2, we have set clear and ambitious targets that will drive the recruitment, retention, and promotion of women across our organization. And 3, later this month, we'll be hosting an NEA International Mentoring Workshop that will focus on encouraging grade 9 girls to pursue STEM careers. In our workplace, we are constantly looking for new and better ways to create a more supportive and welcoming professional environment and build a better work-life balance for employees with young families. No one has a monopoly on ingenuity. With our ideas and with our willingness to embrace the ideas of others, each of us becomes an ambassador for this sector and a spokesperson for the career satisfaction it can bring. By way of conclusion, I want to emphasize recruiting and retaining women in the nuclear industry is about something more than equality for its own sake. It's about achieving our potential. If we are to take full advantage of the benefits of innovation, we need to attract the best and brightest to our industry, the best men and the best women. When we exclude or fail to open ourselves up to part of the population, we fall short of our potential. Yes, the scope of the challenge is significant. It can sometimes feel daunting. But when we empower women, we broaden our collective horizon. We get better at what we do, and everyone benefits. Thank you for your attention. You have my best wishes for a successful and impactful conference. Thank you.